so sorry. Like, I don't have
There he
access
is.
to a
There we
There he
go.
is.
I was literally in the waiting room like,
Oh, wow. Oh man. Well, even though that was awkward, this will be my favorite intro to an interview ever. Michael B, thank you for joining us too. Wow.
happy to be here.
Let's jump right in. Ryley and I have been trying to have little talks while
That's
we
okay.
wait.
Yeah, I've
but,
been watching. I saw.
You have been watching. Good. So now you know. Yeah. Well, let me do a quick little intro and then we'll get into this. Hey guys, my name is Craig Reese with Hollywood Junket. We got two artists from Team Niall live right now. And what's great about this is they both came out of the battle rounds, and usually one of them has to go home, but this is not the case with these two. Michael B got saved. He gets to go on to the knockout round, but Ryley got the playoff pass, which is awesome. And congratulations, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
It is an honor to be here. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. First question, did y'all think that you two were going to be paired in the battles from the get, or what were your expectations?
Michael, do you want to go or?
Sure. I had no idea that I was going to be paired with Ryley Tate, and at the time I didn't know much about Ryley Tate and or how he like really, because we don't really know how each other sing as we go. I mean, we do as it goes on, but like I didn't quite know what kind of like voice he had or anything like that. And when they were telling us who we were getting paired with, it was like dwindling down because we were the last ones to get paired, and I just like put the math together, and I was like, oh my god, I'm getting paired with Ryley Tate, and I had no idea. So I'm so glad we were.
Yeah. It was super cool that we got paired together. I remember after the blind auditions, I made a little chart of like all the people on Team Niall, and I went through it and I was thinking like who could I be paired with? And I'm gonna say I didn't think about Michael B at all. I really thought I would be paired with either Gina or Kala because of the way that our like singer-songwriter voices were. But I'm super thrilled that I got paired with Michael B because it was a fantastic pairing.
Awesome. Ryley, you kind of mentioned that you wanted to work with Niall to kind of help with like voice cracking and all that. You thought he'd be like a good coach for that. What was I saying? Oh, so is there any other like strategic reasons why you wanted to go with Niall?
Yeah, other than the voice cracking and him navigating that as a teenager singer, also the fact that he was on a singing show, and he did well on the singing show. I know he did well.
He did all right.
Solo, but he did well when he got put in the group. So yeah, I knew that he had gone through parts of a singing show, and he knew how to navigate that. And also, he's just like he was in one of the biggest boy bands of all time, and he could really navigate the industry. And so I thought he could help me navigate the show, and that he would have an attachment to me because he was my age when he was on a singing show.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. I was talking to EJ Michaels yesterday, and he was also talking about being with what now he's Team Niall. So, just his demographic, his range, and it's really nice to see like kind of a younger coach on the show, because I think that's a different world and they understand like things a little differently, So I totally get that why you would want to part with it. Both of you actually, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Michael B, you did kind of say that after voice, if you didn't move on, you were gonna stop singing. Like how do you feel about that now? Was that for real? Like, kind of give me more about that if you don't mind.
Oh, of course. I mean, there definitely was a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
I have, I'm in my late 20s and I've been doing this for a while. But I've auditioned for these shows before.
Yeah.
And when I was in high school, and I was so young, and I didn't quite, know who I was, and I didn't really, my voice was not what it is today, kind of thing. And I don't know. I just, after COVID, and because I was singing professionally before COVID hit, and I had to like kind of renavigate and find a job and a new career to like survive. And yeah, I was definitely like, this is gonna, I don't know how many more times I'm gonna actually try and do this, because I've had a million no's for like one yes. So it was definitely one of the last times that I was gonna give it a go. Was I gonna necessarily give up singing? Probably not, because I mean I love to record and I love to make music. But I definitely, the stakes were a little higher for this round than when they were when I was like 17. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad this worked out. This has just been so much fun. I mean that
Me.
that last battle round was just amazing. So good. Back to you, Ryley. How did you kind of learn about sound and production, and like what's your inspiration behind that?
Yeah, so I always just, when I was younger, I just wanted to have a song just that I had recorded and then I could hear back, and I had no idea how to even record anything. I had nothing but a phone to record
Yeah.
my. So I would hear songs on the radio all the time when I was younger, and like, but I want it to sound like that. Like I want it to sound. I want to hear myself like that in with a produced band and instruments. And I didn't even know what music production was, but I just remember from a really young age I always wanted that, and I wanted to learn how to do that. And so when I got older, I got into theater and kind of edged my way into the like professional world. And then there was a audio engineer in one of the plays I was in that I played piano for the play, and we talked, and he told me about like the basics that I need, a digital audio workstation, and I need these other things. And so I ended up getting, from the money that I made from that show that I was in, I bought a digital audio workstation, and I bought a microphone and a whole bunch of equipment to produce my own music. And it was not good, but it was it was a start. And yeah, I've just been progressing ever since. I've mainly been learning from YouTube, which is, people sleep on YouTube, but YouTube's the best way to YouTube's the best way to learn
Amen.
things.
I mean, were you able to kind of like work with sound people while you were at The Voice, like getting some notes, or like were you able to take the time to actually learn on that side of things?
Yeah, actually, me and Michael B hung out while we were preparing for our battle and made a little studio recording, and I actually learned a lot just from watching him do his thing, that like little tips and tricks that I didn't know, but that he knows because he's been doing it for a lot longer than me. So yeah, having someone who knows what they're doing and just being in the room with them has done a lot more than YouTube.
Yeah. I'm just loving the age right now with both of you, because you're like, he's doing a lot longer than I am, and he's in his late 20s. It's great. Kind of that actually segues perfectly into my next question. I wanted to kind of ask, like, while y'all working together, you obviously clicked so well. Did you practice or sing any other songs just for fun?
Oh, I mean, it was great because when we first got together to like practice our song together, it was like we just like hit the ground running. As soon as I walked in, Ryley Tate was at the piano, just like singing something that it wasn't even our song, and then we'd switch. Then I'd play, and we'd sing, and I mean, he showed me a ton of his like original songs, and I mean, of course we practiced our battle song, but we had so much fun that we like didn't want it to end. So we would just kept like taking turns on the piano, and like, I mean, we could have done it like all night, but then of course, Ryley Tate's mom was like, okay, y'all, we got to go to bed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's awesome. Michael, question for you. I mean, Ryley got the playoff pass, so he gets to move on. The only bad thing about that is he doesn't get to work with mega mentor Reba McEntire. Can you tell me about your experience with her, and can you give me any sort of hint about what song you might be singing?
Okay. Well, number one, she's Oklahoma royalty, and I'm from Tulsa. And
I'm from Oklahoma.
Where?
It's called Choctaw.
I know exactly where that is. We had a Choctaw casino near our house. I know what that is. Yeah, so she's like Oklahoma royalty.
Yes,
so when
she
I like
is.
saw her, I was like gagged. I was gonna fall on the floor. And singing in front of her was like because like when I was home, and I said this on the show, when I was homesick from school, I always would sit in my parents' room and watch the Reba show.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when I was like 10, I was like a big fan of Reba. And so when I saw her, I was like, wow, this is like meeting one of your heroes kind of thing. But singing in front of her, at first it was, terrifying because she's Reba McEntire, but she had such beautiful insight. And like for me to even get to ask her a question, my question here, I'll probably tell you what I asked her. I asked her, like, when you're in that moment in the song and you're so scared for that next section because you're like, I gotta hit this note, I gotta be emotional, blah 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 blah. And she gave me like such a great tip, which I won't say, but like she was so comforting. And like, like Reba's all of our moms, she's just like a warm hug. And yeah, I'm singing a pop song, and
Okay.
it's current. It's not that old. It came out in like 2019, and it's by one of like a very big artist, a big pop artist who, I mean, a lot of people love. I love him, but yeah, I think I'll leave it there because
Yeah,
I don't want to give away too
I
much.
would stop there. I don't want to get you in trouble, but
NBC is
that's
going
some
to be like,
great
we own your
information.
home. No, I'm just kidding.
That is awesome. Thank you for that answer. Guys, I'll wrap it up and just kind of for fun, more like what were your favorite parts about like being in LA? Like, did you get to get out and experience like anything in LA, like food, entertainment? Like, just kind of give me anything that you got to experience that.
I'll say we're stuck at the hotel for sure.
Yeah.
They won't really let us go anywhere. But the other contestants at the hotel really made the experience special. So, I really connected with Michael B, but we definitely it's the times when we were all together and, talking about like, oh, we're ready to go to the battles or just hanging out in general that really made the battles special. So I think just the community of the other contestants was my favorite part.
Riley, I could be wrong, and Michael, I want to hear your answer real quick. But
Oh, yeah, of course.
EJ mentioned like a chicken sandwich shop in Burbank.
Oh my goodness, Humblebird.
Humblebird, yes, thank you.
Yes.
Don't even get me started on Humblebird. My mouth is watering right now. That is the most. Don't even. It's a waste of words to try and explain it. But if you're ever in LA, go to Humblebird. I'm not.
I mean, I'm craving it. I'm gonna order it in just a second, I guess. But yeah, he was raving about that, and he did mention you specifically that you also enjoyed that place. I need to get them to sponsor our shows.
Yeah, we're promoting them for real.
Michael
B, your LA Times.
I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with a spicy chicken sandwich, guys. But Ryley Tate, I'll mail you one. Hopefully it'll be good by the time it gets there.
Okay.
I live in Los Angeles, so it was bizarre to like stay at the hotel. And I mean, I did like seclude myself with everyone, even though like, of course, I lived 12 minutes from the hotel, which was just a really bizarre experience. But it was cool because I agree with Ryley Tate. It's like we became such a community of friends, and God, everyone on this show is so supportive of each other, and I just think that's so cool because we need that. This is kind of a bizarre. Not everyone experiences this kind of thing, this like reality TV thing. So yeah, it's super cool to like hang out with everybody and chill, and I loved it. Yeah. And DoorDash. I mean, DoorDashing chicken sandwiches every night. So
for real, every night we were getting food, or there's two really good restaurants at the hotel, so we're eating good.
Yeah.
By the next time I talk to either of you, I will definitely have one of these chicken sandwiches.
You need to tell me what you think.
Fab. That fab.
Well, Riley and Michael, thank you so much for your time. You guys have just been so great on the show, and I was so happy to see both of you move forward, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Before we go, do you mind just giving like your Instagrams and all that, just so if anyone's following, they can follow you and check in on everything?
Yeah, Michael, you can go first.
Oh, okay. My handle is at Michael B Singing on everything: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. one more. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and that's it for if you're wondering about another social media platform. But Michael B singing, and you have to say it like Michael B singing. That's how
Michael
it's
B singing. Michael B singing.
But yeah.
And mine is at _Ryley Tate on Instagram and on Twitter. Those are the only two I'm active on. I have a Facebook account, but there's a Facebook that is fake that has a ton of followers of me. So please don't. It's not me. Don't go follow that. It's not me. I'm not responsible for what they post. But yeah,
I've been messaging on that Facebook account all day today. God, man.
Oh my goodness!
No. You find out it's like your brother, Ryley. Oh my God.
No.
Well, guys, again, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for answering all my silly questions. I really appreciate it. And as we move forward, I get to check in with everyone that advances. And I really, really hope you both advance. And I hope I get to talk to both of you soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Guys, again, my name is Craig Reese. This is Hollywood Junket. We've done lots of other interviews from this season of The Voice. So please like and subscribe Hollywood Junket. Check out all those interviews. And guys, I will talk to you later. Have a great day.
See you later.
Bye.
Thank you.